What up, Team Shuffles? It's your boy. This week, who do we have here?
Will Horvat.
Awesome. And what were you playing?
I was playing Ignister.
Ignister. Awesome. So, how many rounds do you win?
4 rounds.
4 rounds. And what did you play against?
I played against Super Heavy Samurai, which I guess, not really competitive. Dinos, Pendulum, and BA.
Well, the rest is pretty good. I'll take that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what you got.
So, the lineup's pretty standard. Gotta do the other way. 3 of the Rhoda. It searches monsters. This card's a must-have. 3 of the Spell Rhoda. 2 of the Tuner that you get off of Wicked and the Foolish Burial. 2 of the Recur from the Graveyard for spells and monsters. 2 of the Ignisters that search the Fusion spell by returning a link. And 1 of the Water, which is for rituals, but the rituals I don't think are consistent enough to play in this deck, so I basically cut them, and this is just an extra extender at the end of the day.
Awesome.
And then for non-Ignister monsters, 3 Balancer Lord, because the extra normal summon and banish are good sometimes. And then 1 Debug, which is the 41st card in this deck. I know a lot of people weren't playing it because it's only level 3 or lower, but sometimes searching the Monster Searcher in a Chi-Chi is actually really good, and you need it sometimes to get the game going. So that's it for monsters.
Now that you've been through the day, are you going to bump Lady Debug up or just the 1?
Probably not. I'm going to stick with the 1 because sometimes you don't want to see it too often because your normal summons are pretty much dedicated to a Chi-Chi and Picari when you want to summon.
Awesome.
But hand traps, 2 draw. It's for Spiral. If I see Spiral, I don't want to get caught with my pants down not having these cards for Spiral because I heard it's just a pass turn. I haven't played against it yet, but that's why it's in there. For spells, the 1 Fusion, 2 Monster Reborn for Ignister. That's a quick play. Comes in handy. 3 of the Field Spell, which is a brick right now, but won't be after the next set. Non-Ignister spells, 3 Called By, because losing to Ash sucks. It's just like Witchcrafters.
Nice comments, bro.
Yeah, thanks. 3 Signet Minings. This card's also really good. The extra searches help. The discards are whatever. 2 Dark Ruler or more for the Break Your Board. It is a go second deck. Going first is pretty lackluster, I'd say. If someone has a Kaiju, you pretty much just lose. But this is pretty good at stopping the boards, but you can't OTK because they can't do damage. Some good one-ofs. We got Monster Reborn, Terraforming. These are pretty standard. Get your field spell faster. Extra copy of the Reborn that it's not once per turn like the Ignister one. And then the thing that I changed coming into this tournament was 3 Performer Pal Popper Up, which is essentially a consistency card. I was playing Desires, but sometimes I banished the cards I needed to see. So instead, I just pitch the bricks out of my hand, take whatever damage, and hopefully just OTK them with the new cards I draw. So I think it's actually really good as a consistency boost for any deck. And I don't think you have to play it 3, but 2 is pretty good. And then 3 Evenlies. I actually hate this card. These are supposed to be Lightning Storms, but I can't afford them this week. So next week I'll probably have them. But you want to kill your opponent, so that's why I think this is not essentially good. But I mean, I understand that some people have Waking Dragons in the back row, but you can pretty much deal with them if it comes that way.
Yeah.
For extra deck, we have 1 of the Fusion. I mean, it's pretty much standard. It doesn't really do too much in the long run. 1 Wind Pegasus and 1 Cyber's Quantum. This is just an extra boost for going first since they can't target your other monsters if that's the route you choose to go. But typically on your first turn board, you want to end with Dark Fluid and make sure they don't have it. But like I said, a Kaiju wins. So if you don't really play Kaijus, probably just end on this, Templar, and something else. Xyz, 2 Light Ignisters. This card's actually really busted. Its 2 effects are once per turn each, and it's a revival and a destruction of monsters, so it's actually pretty nuts. For links, 2 Ling Garibos. The Trap Negator comes in handy. It makes your opponent look at you if they're playing Alter Guys and be like, huh, he's going to do it. 1 Wicked, another really important card. Adds the tuner when it's linked someone, it can't be destroyed by artifacts. And it's easy to bring back with transcode. 1 Fire Phoenix, which is good for effect damage. It's come up a few times where I've needed to just do some damage in time, so this is actually really important. 2 Budget Soul Charge. Soul Charge is a fair and balanced card and should come back, but this card essentially does the same thing and gets you to your OTK in 2 seconds. 1 Transcode. This card's essential for the OTK combo because you bring back your Wicked and then you make Templar with it. It's actually really good, and you bring it back off of the Xyz. 1 Zeraboros and 1 Avermax. So if you want to play the Ritual package, which I don't, you usually replace these with the Cyber Switch and something else. But for this, I decided to play these, and this is basically because like I was getting to the point in testing where I'd see boards I wouldn't be able to get through because my monsters are too weak. So I'd make this and then clear the board and come back and kill them. And then this I didn't really make today. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this. It's basically a free spot, so you can put whatever you want there, but it's a Cyber, so you can just summon it with 2 extra deck monsters.
Nice.
And finally, the big boy, Firewall, Dark Fluid. This card's busted going first if they're playing mostly monsters. But like I said, if they kaiju you and you're going first, it's pretty much a wrap for that game. So might as well just scoop them up. And then my side deck, still a work in progress, but we got 2 Ash. I mean, it's okay. It doesn't do enough right now. That's why I have main deck the Drolls and not the Ashes. 2 Lancia, 1 Scythe, and 2 Sanctums. This is if someone makes you go first and you're going to make you go first. It's just only a good first turn option. So I was playing Solemn Judgments in the side deck, but I didn't put those in for today. I played 3 Kaijus, just in case I go up against a big board that I can't really break, and I don't really feel like Nibiru's that good because a lot of monster negates are running around right now.
Prep for the mirror match?
That too, yeah, in case someone really wants to come at me with Ignisters. The Link 6 will come out and make that better, but the 3rd Dark Ruler no more. It's kind of good if I see it, but I didn't really see it today. Double Twin Twister for extra back row hate. 1 Imperial Order, 1 Reboot, just because this card did nothing wrong and should still be alive. And this card is just good in general, so that's basically what I played.
Awesome. Awesome. 4-0. Pretty good matchups. Any shout-outs?
I want to shout out Team Shuffles, of course, for having me doing this and being here. It's my first profile on the channel. I want to shout out the boys back home who roast me for playing Ignister and still didn't think I won with Ignister. And then I want to give my custom card company a shout out, Merciless Cards. I make field centers, tokens, whatever you basically need except playmats, and at pretty cheap prices. So if you want to follow me on Facebook, it's Merciless Cards WH.
Awesome. Sounds pretty good. Congrats on your first deck profile, bud.
Thanks.
Way to go.